everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. Of course, if you find this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates and drop your questions and comments below. I would be glad to answer it, of course, accepting the financial advices. So starting with Bitcoin, what happened today with Bitcoin, of course, after this psychology video that we made lately on this channel, and we talked about the craziness that is going on in the prices of Bitcoin, and we did not see any serious correction so far. I mean, even this one is still looking very shallow based on what we see. However, we talked how much the price is very exhausted, leaving the channel, the acceleration channel, leaving it like this means an exhaustion, and means that it's overvalued. Okay, this coin now is overvalued a little bit because, of course, we know the psychology of Bitcoin when we talk about bullish scenarios. However, on this channel, we are not moon boys. We are not just blind by the 100K and bullish all the time and let's hit it and so on. We are not fundamentals as well. We are based on technical analysis, always on facts. We are based on numbers, on Elliott wave, which is the most trusted technique and tool that you can use for trading. However, let's talk about Elliott wave then. Here we go. We got a rejection now. It's just still one leg towards the downside on the 15-minute chart. However, everything looks like one leg almost on the 15-minute chart. It doesn't mean anything yet. If we look closer in the 5-minute, if you want to read a little bit what's going on, well, it can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And it can be 1, 2, 3, right? Or ABC. However, we see 3 waves in this. So basically, it could be a zigzag as A, B, and a C, but we still need one more leg towards the downside, right? To say that this could be a zigzag. However, let's move a little bit bigger, guys. Let's re-evaluate what's going on. Let's move a little bit outside of the box, okay? And see what's going on. Back to our scenarios. Back to our deep analysis again. Where are we? Let me just log these things because it always moves with my mouse. However, back to our scenarios, looking at this contracting diagonal. So far, what's happened today, look how much far we are from invalidating this contracting diagonal. That means a little bit, one more leg towards the upside, getting the all-time high, taken of course from the last high here in our yellow, getting it back. That means of course invalidation of this diagonal. Now, of course, we can take the all-time high without hitting the 1-to-1 fib level. As you can see, it is a few inches or a few millimeters far from it. So it is very possible even to hit the all-time high a little bit, and then even moving down again, and keep our scenario on, because this is what the market and psychology loves to do with us. It's just playing, right? All right. So after this, what we can call here is, of course, our diagonal still so far valid, and we might still look for a wave 2. Even it can be very, very deep towards the downside. So, but just let me make sure of the new fib levels, because those are the old fib levels, not with the new high. So here we go. This is now our new fib levels for a wave 2. Where your wave 2, of course, this time is now, not available. We're gonna do this later on. For now, the wave 2 is at 57,500 for the 0.618 in case we are going in a very deep wave 2. So if we are going to be very strong trend towards the downside, therefore we possibly are in a wave 2, hitting of course these between the preferable targets of course for this impulse, which is a wave 2, and then a move up again. This is your most strongest wave towards the downside that it could be. Of course, there is another bearish scenario, not bullish, but is that we have finished today our famous expanding flat for a wave X. And in this case scenario, we are looking at ABC and then expanding flat, finished another wave as an X. And you are looking for a zigzag, for a flat, or for a triangle. And in that case scenario, you are looking, of course, for a wave Y. Normally, your wave Y should be ranging between those fib levels as well. Let's readjust. So these fib here, and this one, of course, on the bottom. Look how much critical now the fibs are. The wave Y is in there is confluence between both wave 2 and the wave Y, where your wave Y has a bigger range, of course, that it can dive into it, while your wave 2 has this, which is interfering with your wave Y. So this is your bearish scenario, of course, guys. I mean, it sounds so far from being bearish regarding the prices, but everything is possible, right? So what is next now internally? In that case scenario, if we are still inside our diagonal, it doesn't mean as well that we have invalid our 1112s. They are still valid, because if you look now at this now, of course it looks like a zigzag, like a perfect zigzag for a diagonal, right? And this is what we were looking at. However, your zigzag here looks like you have an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Then you have an ABC potentially, and then possibly 1, 2, then 3. So you're still looking for a 4, 5 to cause this an impulse towards the upside, of course, for your second leg of the scenario. By all means, even if you are in diagonal, you are still looking for possibly one more leg, of course, to hit your wave 5. Because what we are looking at now here, if you are zigzag and this is your only impulse, well, it can be as 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, but you don't see any 4, 5, 4, 5 here, right? On the 4-hour chart. However, of course, I know internally we can count it clearly and very nicely, but also in the bigger picture, it should look like really an impulse, right? Because we are looking at an impulse here. You're possibly looking at an impulse as well here, or contracting diagonal or a zigzag. It's very complicated here. It can be a contracting diagonal. It can be an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It can be a zigzag. All right. So, however, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your wave 3, ABC, then 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5. So it is very possible, guys, that this is an impulse as well. It could be double 1, 2 here, or triple even 1, 2, because we know as well that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. It could be counted very easily. Therefore, your triple 1, 2, 3 can be still valid. And in that case scenario, if you are looking for still 1, 2 here, after looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as you can see now, I have changed my point of view, right? I don't look at it as a zigzag anymore. I look at it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in that case scenario, of course, then you have finished almost your wave 5 and even still need one more wave. In that case scenario, if we get this wave and we reach the 100K scenario, therefore this could be very, very possible that we are in triple 1-2s, and you are looking here at the third one, and then wave 2 towards the downside, and then moving up again. This is how it has changed our scenarios, just this price action today, which has almost reached the all-time high which is very close toward our 100K scenario. Look how much we have space between them just by touching this line, therefore invalidation of contracting diagonal, and we gonna directly label 1-2, 1-2, and then another 1-2 here, okay? Or possibly even 1-2, 1-2, well, 1-2 again, and 1-2 again, and then moving massively, okay? So one of these scenario, guys, I know it sounds a lot of 1-2s, but when you are bullish, you need a lot of 1-2s, right? Same as we saw internally, the same what we want to see externally, right? In the bigger view. Therefore, of course, now if we are looking for a wave 4 to finish anyways this impulse, in case this is an impulse, we are looking to hit at least the 0.2 fib level taken, of course, from this wave 2 till the top of this wave 3. And we are looking at least to hit the 0.23, which is at 71,590. And we need to hit it not just like with just one leg. It could possibly on the 4-hour chart, yes, but we need to see something, okay? Because, by the way, your wave 2 is very sharp and very zigzag form, right? Right? It's very sharp. Your wave 4 should look like a little bit sideways, all right, and not so deep as your wave 2. And in that case scenario, it can be a flat, it can be a zigzag, because given from this point here towards the downside, it can be just like a just like this zigzag, okay? So be careful from the 0.23. All right, because this can be, of course, a turnover towards the upside again, finishing a wave 5, possibly taking the all-time high, of course, trapping some people which are just bullish blindly, and then invalidating the diagonal, okay, at wave 3, 100K, invalidation because it will touch it, and then boom, going down for minimum requirement 0.38, for a wave 2, because you have finished an impulse again, okay, you have finished an impulse, and you might see lower prices again for a wave 2. The most shallow wave 2 here, we're talking about this because this is gonna be considered possibly your full impulse here, taken from this low, like that. Oh my god. So your minimum requirement is a 0.38. So taking the high, the most psychological scenario, taking the high, invalidating the diagonal, then moving down. Now if we move a little bit to the channels again, let's see where are we. Here we go. I'm gonna turn off my base channel because it might be very, and guys, maybe I do it just for you, just less. Here we go. All right, so let's take a look inside it. So what we are looking now, a fake out. So far we are looking at a fake out inside our acceleration channel. And if you remember this zone, as I mentioned yesterday and before yesterday, this zone here is the most dangerous zone area, is the most psychological one. Because in this triangle here, we are very, very, like, is it gonna break? Is it gonna go up? Is it gonna fake out? Or what is gonna do, right? This is the psychology. So therefore, for now, we have fake out so far because we are trending now or ranging under it again. If we look at the 1 hour chart, here we go. we are under it again. So be careful from it. We might have a wave 4 and then break it again and then fake out again and then move down. Testing our base channel, the correction channel, which is very, very close as well for your wave 2 as fib level. Yeah. So this fib level at 0.38 might also play a role. Don't forget, even sometimes Bitcoin loves to do it. Just hit the 0.23 for a wave 2. Yeah. Bitcoin can do it. As we can see today, the price were like crazy, so it can do the same, 0.23, and then move up again. A lot of psychology in this zone, guys. We're gonna have a massive week. We're gonna have an intense week. Therefore, stay tuned and keep the eyes open to see what's gonna happen. So far, these are the scenarios. Let me recap fast. The scenarios, let me turn off the channels, no need anymore. The scenarios, we possibly still looking for 4-5, hitting the 0.23 at 71,600 almost. With this wave of 5, we might get the all-time high and invalidate our diagonal. However, it is very, very possible that it doesn't continue just simply towards the upside, because as we said, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You finished an impulse. Or if you are even in a bigger impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that was your wave 5. And your wave 5 needs, of course, even a small wave 5. Therefore, in any case scenario, you have finished an impulse and you are still looking towards the downside. So it's not gonna give us the 100K scenario that easily, guys. Okay? It's not that easy. So it's gonna be, of course, very tricky, very, very playful, right? And then it's gonna make a lot of liquidations there. So this is the thing. The second scenario is, after, of course, finishing this 4-5 and possibly having a 1-2, hitting the minimum requirement at 0.3 or 38. Because the market is crazy, we might hit 0.23. So if you want to be safe, 70,000 is your level. Breaking those levels, okay? Breaking those levels after this, breaking all these levels, bring us again for a 1-1-2 for a preferred area of a wave 2. Therefore, your wave 2 might go to your preferred fib levels again. It means everything is cooling down. My preferred scenario, right, that I prefer to have, which is more healthy, in 3 wave form, and then having a 1-2, okay, of course, if in case we don't invalidate, in case we don't take the 74,300, in case we take it and we move down, therefore, of course, you are still in 1-1-2. Then, therefore, once we hit this level, guys, I'm going to remove the diagonal. I'm going to talk only about 1-1-2s, okay? And then you have 1-2 here, okay? And then moving up again. Otherwise, less prices than this, bearish scenario in WXY, after today, finishing your expanding flat. ABC, expanding flat, and any structure towards the downside. Can be triangle, zigzag, or a flat. Okay? That is the recap of the scenarios, guys, and where are we in Bitcoin now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one tomorrow. Bye-bye.